Dynamic is a new simulation tool in ZBrush that gives you astonishing and powerful results. Whether you are doing simulation for the clothing or for the organic models or for hard surface modeling. And there are also some new brushes are included here, such as cloth brushes, also cloth transpose tool or cloth smooth tools. So without further ado, let's look at them and learn them in chapter 13.
Look at this new feature in ZBrush. It's dynamic.
Oh, I thought it was dramatic.
Zbrush version 2021 introduced Dynamics. Dynamics is a feature that uses simulation and physics to create a lot of great features. Whether it's a cloth simulation or any kind of simulation which can be used in hard surface modeling. So a lot of great things can be done with Dynamics. It's very hard to put them in words. So let's start using it, and let me give you like the demonstration. Now let's see how we can use the dynamics. Dynamics is a new tab over here on the top, if you will see. So let's me dock it on the on the left side over here. So I will just choose the dynamics, click here to dock it up. Now inside the dynamics, it requires two different at least subtools, one on which you want to apply the simulation and other one will act like a collider. So let's make these subtools and then I will explain you what does the simulation like object like simulated object means, and what is the collision or the collider object. So I'll just go here inside the cylinder, click it here, or let's see, yeah, and I'll take a plane 3D and just create a plane 3D over here. Let's go to the edit mode. Okay, shift F to see how many subdivision. That's good because it's all depend on the subdivision also, but keep in mind if you have a lot of points or a higher subdivision, your computer might, you know, takes out more, will takes out for more memory, and it might become slower. So for demonstration purpose, I think this is fine, and I will convert that into polymesh. But let me do one thing here. Let me just rotate it, and then I will convert that to polymesh. Now I will go to subtool and I need a new subtool which will be the collider. So I can go to append here and let's take this ring. Okay, now I have this ring here. Okay, the ring is quite bigger, so I will make it smaller here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now this one I will rename it to uh, like a cloth, and this one I will rename it to collider. And I will move this one on the top here, just away from that. Let me turn on the perspective so you can see more better. Now basically here, what we have on the screen is our kind of a like a scene where you have uh, like a cloth piece, okay, and a uh, like a object down here which is more like a collider, and on which it will fall down. I'm trying to get the better hold of this, so let me do this little bit. So it will be easier for you to see what's going on. Okay, now this is much better view. So I will convert this cloth like a cloth piece okay, into an actual cloth. So how about make it fall down just like a piece of a cloth? So that is like a simulation. Dynamics all about simulation. It produces simulation on your object. So let's see the dynamics option over here. The first thing is that without doing anything, I will just go on the subtool that I want to simulate. Suppose this one, and run simulation. And as soon as I will do that, you can see that it passed, or it fell down just like a real piece of cloth, but it kind of, you can see that ran over it. It went through this like collider. I want it to fall down just like a real piece of cloth and collide with it just like in a real world. So what I will do, I'll just undo this, whatever I have done the simulation here. Now I will go to the collider, okay, or I will just go here and press collision volume. Now what does the collision volume do? Anything that you are simulating, that will become a simulation object like the cloth. But anything else, suppose your collider or any other subtool, will become the colliders. They will not simulate because only subtool that is active will simulate, but others will not simulate. So they automatically, they will become the collider. So right now it has become a collider. So now if I will go back here and start the run simulation again, now you can see that the way it fell down, it created a sort of a cloth simulation here. But notice that the simulation is still in progress. Okay, so if I will press my escape key or space bar, so it will end it. Usually, when you get the result, you just end it. Now as you can see, as like there is not enough number of subdivision here, that's why you have this result. Let me do one thing here. Let me undo this one and add some subdivision, 2 levels at least, 1 and 2. Control D I have pressed twice, so I will get something like this. Okay, now so 2 subdivision levels I have added here. You can see that it's now total 3. Okay, total 3 subdivision there, not 2. Now if I will run the simulation, it will be a little slower. Okay, but the result will be more like better. It will be like a high quality result. Now you can see it as it falls down. Now I can just press spacebar and you can see how it is done. Now one thing is that any of your subdivision, let me undo it, does not have to be visible. I can hide this one. Okay, now if I will go back, run the simulation. Now it knows where it is and it will collide there even if it is not showing. Okay, now if I will just click here, spacebar to end my simulation, and you can see that nothing is there. It's like a ghost. So let me undo this one and let's try one more thing now. Slightly I will move this. Okay, and then run the simulation again. And you can see how it fell down over this area, and just see how it is creating the crease around here. So spacebar to end this, and just notice. Okay, now you are in ZBrush, so you can use once you are done, you can use your ZBrush tools, like suppose shift, and then I can smooth this up. Okay, and not too much smooth, and just like that you will get the result. Okay, and let me undo this whole thing. So I hope you got the idea. Like it depends, it's the position dependent. Okay, so wherever is your position, you will get the result accordingly. So I will undo this till it goes back. Now one more thing we have here is the liquefy. Now before liquify, let me bring my move tool, BMV, my brush, my move brush. And what I will do, I will just go here, make the size of the brush a little bigger, and kind of make a dip over here. Now this is pointing downwards. If I will turn on my liquify, what ZBrush will do is that it will count this as the gravity puller. This is from where the gravity now will pull. So what will happen here is that if I will run the simulation, so it will check for any kind of dip here made from move brush tool or standard brush tool or any other brush tool, and accordingly it will take it as a gravity puller, and it will put all its gravity pulling strength at that straight, so at that area. Now if I will run simulation, so you can see that gravity starts from here. So gravity will start from that, and then it will move to the other part, and it will pull more towards that side, and you can see the result is little different now as everything is falling. Okay, and you can see how nice sort of uh, we are getting this wrinkles over here, everything. So just note that. Now you can see that uh, as it fell down, the cloth itself is overlapping. It's going passing through itself. Okay, so you can see that's passing through itself, and that is because we don't have any kind of self collision. Because in real world, anything which falls down, whether it's a cloth or any other material, leather, it collides itself as well. So if I will undo this, okay, keep everything same with the liquefy, and in the self collision, if I will go here and change to 2, something like 2 here, okay, and then if I run the simulation, so it will be little different and also kind of slower because now it is self colliding itself, so it's doing more calculation. So as it falls down, you can see how the result is coming up. Okay, so you can see that it is colliding itself instead of passing through itself, and result is now different than what it was before. Now every time you run the simulation, you might get a different result. It's all about physics or real-time based simulation. So you will never get a same result all the time, and it will be different. So it's all about, you know, checking things and just like that. I will escape over here just to see, and you can see that. Now if you want to smooth this up, you can smooth this. Okay, so very nice result you will get after smoothing this. Now if you want, you can undo that and shift, change your intensity of the smooth. One more thing, the ZBrush has introduced the 2020 version. There is a new kind of a smooth here. If you will go to your brushes, and here you have smooth cloth. So if I will select this one and now press OK, now if I press shift, you will see smooth cloth. What it will do, it, unlike normal smooth, it will respect the edges and the valleys and all the peaks here and count it as a cloth. So it will not be harsh on the surface. So if I will take this one and try to smooth, so you can see that result is much better than as it was before, and it is taking it as a piece of cloth instead of normally smoothing it up. So when you're working on the cloth, now you have a new uh, smooth tool. Now it's not necessary you should be doing the cloth simulation inside the ZBrush then use this one. if you have created wrinkles manually with other tools like clay brush tool and the other tools, or even with that you can use this. Okay, but for now I will just go here and choose my normal smooth. So let me go out of here. Oops. Okay, so this is how it will look. Let me undo this one. And one last thing that I want to show you here is the liquefy effect if you will use it with a standard brush tool, because right now what we have used here is basically the move tool. Okay, the move brush. I use that with the move brush. Now let me undo that. Okay, now I also want to undo this. And now I will take BST, my standard brush tool, and draw something with here. Okay, and notice if I will run the simulation now. So just notice how the simulation will be. Your liquefy is on, and let's see. So what it is doing is that it's dipping on this part and starting the simulation from this part, and you can see how the result is. What if I uh, press Alt on my keyboard, then draw over it? So there will be a kind of inversion over here, like a dig over here. Now if I will try, so you can see that it started from that middle point. So this is a liquefy effect. It's a quite helpful effect, and you will get all these kind of effects result from the liquefy. So I hope you have understood about the dynamics, and you are ready for this new chapter. And I hope, just like me, you are excited about it too. So guys, if you have enjoyed my video, please click on the like button, and I will be uploading more new lessons, tutorials, live sessions, and full courses along with other useful videos. So don't forget to click on the bell icon, and also if you will click on the bell icon, you will be getting all these notifications. Plus I will highly appreciate if you'll give a shout out to my channel on your social media accounts, and just not only social media accounts, maybe just word of mouth. You can talk with your friends and tell them about this. And I need more subscriber. Help me to get more subscriber. This will really motivate me to create more content for you all. So guys, thanks a lot for your support, and please continue supporting me, and take care of yourself till we meet for the next lesson.